Have you ever felt like you're the only one standing for what's right? Like you're outnumbered, and your voice is just a whisper in the wind? Well, you're in good company. Let me tell you about a man who faced a similar, but much more intense, situation. Welcome to ancient Israel, a nation in crisis. The land is bone dry, cracked under a relentless sun. Why? Because 4 years, the people, led by their king Ahab and queen Jezebel, had turned their backs on God. They were worshipping Baal, a false god they believed controlled storms and fertility. Ironically, with all their worship, the land was barren. But into this spiritual and physical drought stepped a man of unshakable faith, the prophet Elijah. He had a message from the one true God, and he wasn't afraid to deliver it. Elijah marched right up to King Ahab and the 450 prophets of Baal. He challenged them to a showdown on Mount Carmel, a public test to end the debate once and for all. He proposed, let's each prepare a sacrifice, but put no fire under it. Then we will call on our gods, and the God who answers with fire. He is the true God. The people, tired and desperate, agreed. It was a high-stakes, winner-take-all contest for the heart of the nation. The stage was set. The prophets of Baal went first. From morning till noon, they danced, they chanted, they screamed, begging Baal to show up. Nothing. The sun climbed higher. The air remained still. Elijah, seeing their pathetic display, couldn't help but taunt them. Shout louder, he said. Perhaps he's deep in thought, or busy, or traveling. Or maybe he's sleeping and must be awakened. Spurred on, they worked themselves into a frenzy, even cutting themselves in a desperate, bloody ritual. But as evening approached, there was still only silence. No voice, no sign, no answer. Their God was a fraud. Then it was Elijah's turn. With a quiet confidence, he stepped forward. He wasn't theatrical. He was deliberate. He repaired the Lord's abandoned altar, using 12 stones to represent the 12 tribes of Israel, a powerful symbol of unity and covenant. Then he did something completely counterintuitive. He dug a trench around the altar and ordered servants to douse the entire sacrifice, the wood, the bull, the stones with water. Not just once, but 3 times, until water filled the trench and soaked everything. From a human perspective, he had made lighting a fire absolutely impossible. With the crowd watching in stunned silence, Elijah raised his hands to heaven and prayed a simple, powerful prayer. He didn't shout or dance. He just said, Lord, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Israel, let it be known today that you are God in Israel, and that I am your servant and have done all these things at your command. Answer me, Lord, answer me, so these people will know that you, Lord, are God, and that you are turning their hearts back again. Instantly, the impossible happened. A blazing fire shot down from the heavens. It didn't just burn the sacrifice, it vaporized everything. The fire consumed the bull, the wood, the 12 stones of the altar, the very soil beneath it, and even licked up all the water in the trench. The raw, undeniable power of God was on full display. The people, terrified and awestruck, fell on their faces, shouting in unison, "The Lord, He is God! The Lord, He is God!" In that moment, everything changed. The prophets of Baal were defeated, and the people's hearts were turned back to the one true God. And just as God had promised, the sky soon filled with clouds, and a great rain came, ending the devastating drought. Elijah's courage, fueled by his faith, had been the catalyst for a nation's renewal. This incredible story isn't just a historical account of a miracle. It's a timeless lesson about faith and courage. We all have Baals in our lives, things we look to for security, success, or happiness, whether it's our career, our finances, or social approval. But these false gods will always fail us when we need them most. They have no power to answer our deepest cries. Elijah's story shows us that only the living God hears, acts, and restores. It reminds us that sometimes all it takes is one person, standing firm in their convictions, to challenge the status quo and point others back to the truth. On Mount Carmel, Elijah stood against hundreds, but he was never truly alone. He was armed with the power and presence of God. This story is a powerful reminder for every one of us. When we place our trust completely in God, even the most impossible situations can become the stage for His greatest miracles. Thank you so much for watching. If this story inspired you, please hit that like button and subscribe for more content that explores the power of faith. See you next time.